looked up.
Kigaru Tarot.
For entertainment purposes only.
Only?
Only.
Hi friends, this is Terry from Kigaru Tarot, and I'm doing my broadcast inside today because it's a little cold, a little loud out there, so I'm going to do it by the Christmas tree. My granddaughters helped me decorate this Christmas tree, and they put up nearly all pink ornaments, which are my favorite, so that's good. So today, something a little different. So recently, I experienced something really weird. I mean, everything's always weird, but a little weirder than normal. So I kept hearing a ting, like this, like this. I bought a little bowl that makes the same sound. I did not hear it inside my head, which is normally probably the way I'd hear some sort of, spiritual thing. I heard it outside of my body, and it was loud too. And at first it kind of scared me because I'm like, what the heck is that? I mean, first I thought, well, I heard it when I was walking by my china cabinet, and I thought, well, maybe I only have 4 little crystal goblets that would make a ting like that. And I thought, well, maybe I'm hearing that. And so I walked by and back and forth a few times and could not recreate the sound. And then I had to look on all of our phones and all of our iPads to see if that we had such a sound programmed on our phone. And we did not. Neither of us had a ting sound, especially one that loud. So when I was at my practice last Monday or 2 Mondays ago, I asked my friend, Sun Psychic Jean, and I'll put the link to her channel down below, but also where you can book a reading with her if you want to read me just quickly, do a really quick dive in and ask, who is tinging me and why are they tinging me? Because they don't say anything after that. They just ting me. And the tinging has happened downstairs, in the kitchen, upstairs, in the hall, and it happened in the dining room. It just happened all over the place, but it was loud and a tiny bit scary at first. So she did a little dive and asked my spirit guides who was tinging me, and they said they were tinging me and they wanted to get my attention. And I'm like, okay, well, you got my attention. What do they want me to do? So what they wanted me to do was, when I have those times where I'm not really doing anything and I'm not really thinking about anything and I'm, it's just kind of time, they want me to do automatic writing. Now, that is really interesting. So one thing you should know is when we've been in class and we've learned how to do automatic writing, I wasn't very sold on it. In fact, I found myself resisting it quite a lot, and mainly because I have kind of a history with that. My mother used to do automatic writing, but she was a Christian, only a Christian. She didn't think that this came from angels or spirit. I don't know where she thought it was coming from exactly, but she would write it, and then, in my estimation, then she wouldn't follow it. It would tell her good things that she ought to do, or traits she should kind of take up, but then she didn't do it. And I should also mention she was a tiny bit abusive to me. Even as an adult, often lobbed a lot of abuse my way. So I wasn't very sold on this idea. Now, since then, my mother has passed away, and I have asked forgiveness for doubting her, because now she's up in heaven and she's in her fullness. She's her whole self, and she's not abusive. And she's, it's really good when she comes around to talk once in a while. Anyway, so I had a hard time doing it. But when Jean dived in, she said that's exactly what I should be doing once in a while. So this is not from my mom, but this is the first time I did it with a free heart, a heart that decided to accept it. And I was kind of surprised because this message is not just for me, but it's for you as well. So it's really interesting. I think you'll find that this message absolutely backs up a message by Medium Kim, who she just put something out. So I will also put a little link in the show notes to Medium Kim's show, so you can listen to her guides virtually say the same thing. Okay, so here's the message. Thank you, community, for spreading love and acceptance. We are preparing the world for big changes, and you are on the leading edge. Slowly, slowly, we are introducing the idea of these changes to the whole world. The seeds planted long ago are starting to grow and bloom. And just an aside, I think they mean you and me. Keep supporting each other. Keep praying for each other. Keep healing each other. Keep surprising each other. Be flexible. Keep learning. And don't put us in a box. Okay, that's the end. And I'm thrilled that at the end they said, don't put us in a box, because one of my favorite sayings throughout my entire life, because of these odd knowings I've had, was always, don't put God in a box. That's why I haven't always been able to agree with regular religion, because they put God in a box too much, and God does not need to be in a box, and that we need to be more flexible. So I hope this meant something to you. I hope you'll check out Medium Kim's message, because it's really good and it fleshes this out a little bit more. And if you want a reading by a really good psychic medium, go to Sun Psychic Jean's channel. Thank you. Bye. Merry Christmas.